colder up in the tree.
Hello, Doc, alcoholic addict, amongst other things.
What's up, Doc?
Right, Doc.
What's up?
What's your last name?
Recovery.
Well,
You walked into that one.
it's I'm named after a place in Texas, or a place in Texas is named after me.
There you go.
All right. Welcome to another fantastic edition of Sober School. I am super excited about this class. I've been waiting to do this class for like 2 weeks. There was I don't know. I was compelled last week to change the topic, but good. That allowed me to prepare a little bit better for this class because this is I get to nerd out a little bit, and I love it when I get to nerd out.
We do too.
Oh, all right. Well, so this class has to do with a game theory problem called the prisoner's dilemma. All right. Well, first off, a little fun fact. Did you know that the word addiction comes from the Latin addictus, which is basically means bound to or devoted to? It's a word for enslaved by. So addiction has its roots, etymologically speaking, with slavery. We were all slaves to our drug of choice or alcohol, and we're imprisoned by it. It was a prison we carried with us everywhere we went. And I was watching weird science documentaries and math documentaries on the weekends, like I normally do. And I was watching this thing on the prisoner's dilemma. All right, so the basic setup goes. All right, so there's two guys, and they're basically they get arrested, and they can either both cooperate and keep their mouths shut.
Highly unlikely.
Well, and get less time, or snitch, or like, and if they both snitch, they're both guaranteed to get. If they try and snitch on each other, they're guaranteed to get time, and if one snitches on the other, like one person gets a bunch of time, the other person gets 0 time. Yes.
Is this based off the other theory that's like they made a big computer game out of it that if everyone screws over the next person, it's the dot one. You know what I'm talking about?
They got a game like that. It's called The Sims.
Yeah.
No, you.
Well, all right. We'll get to that. All right. So it is along those lines. All right. So,
I know what this is.
oh, do you? All right. Well, so they did this. They did it in the 70s. This cat named Axelrod invited mathematicians.
Yes, I know exactly. Son and Dovo. You watched Son and Dovo in jail?
No. All right. Well, let's
Go on, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I it makes me so happy that you know what I'm talking about. Let's clue everybody else into what I'm talking about. All right. So this cat Axelrod invited mathematicians from all over the world, computer scientists and game theorists, to submit computer programs that would repeatedly play a version of what's called the prisoner's dilemma against each other. All right. So in this, it's just based on points. So there's going to be 200 rounds in the first experiment. And all right, so if we both cooperate, we both get 3 points. All right. If we both try and screw each other over or defect, we each get 1 point. And if one guy screws over the other guy, the guy who screws over the other guy who is trying to cooperate, that guy gets 5 points. And the guy who got screwed over gets 0 points. So, but it's trying to explore mathematically, basically social dynamics. And this has been used to studied in relation to the everything from the stock market to nuclear war. Yeah, like the relationship between the Soviet Union at the time, or Russia actually back then, and the U.S. All right, so all right, so play multiple rounds, and there was dozens of strategies were submitted, ranging from very complex ones where they changed over time or changed based on this or that, or how interactions went, or what round they were on, and like memory heavy ones that like did a bunch of math and made things really complicated, and extremely simple ones. And there was nice ones that were trying to cooperate, and there was ones that were kind of dicks who tried to screw over everybody and get ahead that way. Other than you, which sort of strategy you think was the most successful?
List the names of them so they know the names of them, then they can choose, because you can tell by the names. Each name has it. I think it was. Can I say what I think the winner was? No.
What? No.
It makes sense. It's so hard to explain it. It's such a hard thing. It's really not that complicated, but it's hard to explain.
All right. Well.
I'm trying to draw this shit.
All right. Well, basically, there's ones that were dicks. There's ones that like basically I'm gonna screw you over every time, every chance I get. There's ones that acted like they were gonna play nice until partway through and then started screwing people over. And one of the ones was just random.
Yep.
All right. But the one that succeeded was one called tit for tat.
I fucking knew it.
Bonus points.
And then
Like if I had a banana sticker, I would give it to you.
fuck that. I want an A+. I know this one. We
Yeah.
They didn't call it prison though. Didn't they just do it with dots? And then each one was they had dots. Did you watch the same video I did?
No.
You just read it?
Yeah.
I watched the video.
Well, that's cool.
They had pictures.
Yeah, I like pictures.
It helped.
All right. Well, basically how tit for tat worked was it started off cooperating, and then basically its next move was based on
Opponents.
the opponent's last move. So if you're being cool, I'm gonna be cool. So like I'm inclined to cooperate, and if you're cool, I'm gonna be cool. And out of dozens of different programs, tit for tat, the simplest one of just being cool and doing what's right, the next right thing, is the one that won. Like there was and all right, so but like one thing that they found of almost all the top strategies were nice. They were inclined to cooperate.
Even though you got more points for screwing someone
Yeah.
over, you still the people that were nice got more because it evens out. It's really just math. Every time you fuck someone over, it really just fucks you over. Then it's basically.
Yeah. Well, basically, what I'm positing, what I'm putting forth to you guys, is in this whole experiment, there is proof, or at least evidence, that the 12 steps work. Like there's absolutely direct correlation. There's 4 main things that all, I'm 4, sorry, not a mathematician. So there's 4 main things that all these winning strategies had in common. They were nice. They were basically, the retaliatory was one of them, but it's basically don't be a pushover. Don't keep being nice. Don't keep putting yourself through stuff if you're going to keep getting screwed over with that expenditure of effort. And it's and that's really kind of huge in the program. Once you get to a certain point where you start to realize what's really going on, like you're healthy enough where you can recognize, hey, this is an unhealthy situation, so I'm not going to continue. I played the tape out. I can see where this is going. So I'm not going to put myself through this. And forgiveness was a really big one as well. And just cooperation is key, because they did, because they ran through the experiment and they did it again with approximately on average 200 rounds. They didn't want them to know how many rounds was going to be done, because if you know exactly how many rounds is going to be done, you can try and just make sure to screw them over in the last round. Yeah, so they wanted to make it a little bit more scientific. So it was approximately 200 rounds the next experiment. And then they even modeled these ones where if you won a round, you got to multiply. You made that model made a copy of itself. So it's kind of like artificial biology. So they put, like, granted, if you just put one nice program in a big pool of a bunch of crappy programs, that nice program is going to get wiped out. But that, like, even in a world that is hard and full of crappy people, there's always more than just one nice one. But they did find that if you had a pocket of nice ones, even if they were outnumbered, if you had a little group, like this little group of ones who were nice and cooperated and were able to forgive, they would actually like wipe out all the dick programs, like time and time again. Like, all right, so the lessons I'd like to tie in with, because basically I want to attempt to tie in the lessons learned from the Prisoner's Dilemma computer experiment with the 12 steps. One being cooperation can evolve even amongst selfish agents. What is it? Tradition 1, personal recovery depends on AA unity. Our common welfare should come first. Even though we're all kind of looking out for number one, we need this for survival. Even though we're all our own unique, beautiful and unique snowflakes, and we're all different, like, if we cooperate and realize that we're all on the same team, we can succeed. And ultimately, if we stick with it, we will succeed. Even self-interested individuals can learn to cooperate when relationships are ongoing and trust builds over time. Long-term benefit outweighs short-term gain. We got to play the long game. And especially when we're in close quarters, living with each other, we even have greater motivation to cooperate. And just AA's connection, this parallels step 1 and step 12, admitting powerlessness and carrying the message. Recovery begins when individuals stop acting from self-centered motives and start engaging cooperatively with others in the program. The group succeeds through mutual support, not isolation or competition. So that goes right back to something that was proven by the Prisoner's Dilemma. Two, like, reputation and reciprocity stabilizes cooperation. Like in the Prisoner's Dilemma, when players remembered and responded to each other's past behavior, cooperation becomes self-reinforcing. Honesty and fairness pay off every time in the long game. You can be nice. You can be super nice to somebody, and if they're a piece of crap, they can totally take advantage of you. but or like, or in relationships, I'm super nice to this girl, and she keeps on trying to stab me, etc. You know, we all been there.
No.
No.
Well, I don't recommend it. However, like the whole retaliatory, recognizing what has happened in the past and how you were treated, and recognizing when something is unhealthy and being able to separate yourself from that, that goes right back to what was proven in the prisoner's dilemma. And this, this does reflect in steps 4 through 9: moral inventory, confession, making amends, and repairing reputation, and practicing integrity rebuilds trust. Reciprocity, helping others as others have helped you, is central to the AA community dynamic. And this is something that is backed up by solid science. Another lesson. All right, so short-term exploitation undermines long-term success. Yeah, like you got to be playing that long game, just like not using. Okay, if I use, I'm totally gonna feel better right now for a minute, or a couple minutes, or even an hour, even a couple hours, but it always ends the same way. And honestly, it's even probably a little bit worse if it lasts longer. Like I was a functioning addict and a functioning alcoholic, and it'd probably be better. There'd be a hell of a lot less suffering involved if I just blew up immediately. If my life just crashed down around my head right away, it would have been better than just drawing out prolonged suffering for a long period of time, as I did. Like if you're ever faced with multiple decisions that seem equal, that are gonna suck, you always choose the one that sucks the quickest. It's just a fact. You embrace that suck. If you got a Band-Aid on, well, if I have a Band-Aid on my hairy arm, you think I'm gonna pull it off real slow and feel every single hair pluck out as I do it, or am I gonna tear that Band-Aid off? It's in my best interest to get the suck over with, to get the difficult part over with as quickly as possible, and that's something that is universal. If you ever don't know about something, as I've said before, the answer is always by default no, because if you knew it was the next right thing or it was a no-brainer, you'd know the answer is yes. But if you're ever not sure of something, the default answer is no, until you can come up with a good reason or a way to understand that it might be a next right thing. But otherwise, no. And if you got two decisions and they both suck, embrace the suck. Pick the ones that sucks the quickest. All right. So, like, defection, selfishness, or manipulation may bring short-term rewards, but leads to retaliation and loss of trust over time. Sustained success depends on consistent honesty and fairness. Like, again, personal recovery depends on AA unity, us sticking together. And this aligns with steps 6, 7, and 10. Identifying character defects, humility, and continued self-examination. Giving up self-serving behavior for long-term spiritual growth, quick fixes and deceit, defection, destroys the progress we've made. Well, humility sustains lasting recovery. If we got it talks about humbly asking God to remove our shortcomings. It's that humility, and that harkens directly back to the prisoner's dilemma. All right, and this one's pretty simple. Like, forgiveness and understanding are vital for maintaining cooperation. And they did in the second version of Prisoner's Dilemma, they did an alternative version of tit for tat called tit for two tats, where it would even be more forgiving. Like it would go based on your last move. But about halfway through, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance. You know, and because there was a lot of stuff like it was directly modeled to interactions between the U.S. and Russia at the time, where we didn't trust each other, and we weren't sure about whether or not to we didn't want to cooperate. You know, we were literally it was a Cold War, but we were at war, and if we just straight stayed being retaliatory. Okay, oh, so you did this, but I'm gonna do this. There's even a point where there was a false positive for a missile being launched from the U.S., like an ICBM launched from the U.S. to Russia.
Yeah.
What? When?
Late 70s, I think.
Oh.
Some Russian general got an award from it because it was just some like.
It was sunlight shining off clouds.
Yeah.
Like it was based on a nuclear launch detection satellite. And if they didn't have the ability to maybe trust, okay, this doesn't seem right. We've been really cool. Why would you just launch one ICBM at us?
Yeah, didn't he say it was like 5, and they said the guy figured out he wouldn't launch 5, they'd launch everything?
Yeah. Something to that effect.
Kind of what?
It was just a reflection from the sun rays on the cloud that made the system go off in Russia. So then a general's like, no, this gotta be glitch. There's no way they're just gonna shoot one nuke at us.
Yeah.
And he ended up saving the world for it or whatever.
Yeah. That some sunshine shining off a cloud could have ended the world if not for forgiveness. Yes.
Question though, wasn't one of the ones that were like they fucked you over? Wasn't they on the top 3 too though? One of the programs that fucked you over pretty good.
There was one.
It fucking killed you. He still won.
It was pretty conniving. It was pretty sneaky because those are the ones you got to worry about. Those ones that like the snake in the grass.
Yeah.
The one that seems like you're cool all the time. Oh yeah, we're super cool, and they even seem cool most of the time, but really they're just biding their time, waiting to screw you over, and they can get ahead for a while, but long term.
He made top 3 though, even though he screwed him over at every point. He still ended up getting top 3 out of all.
I don't know if you watch politics, but sometimes dicks get ahead.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's for everyone.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But not number one.
I mean, we're gonna throw.
Who came out on top?
Devil's advocate here.
Who came out on top?
Trump, and he's going for a 3rd time.
We're not gonna. Which one is that?
This is just
An AA group I've never endorsed, finance, or lending AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise. There's problems with money, property, or prestige. Divert us from our primary purpose. So we're gonna put a pin in that for right now. And but yeah, sometimes absolutely, dicks get ahead for a while. You can.
Sometimes forever. It doesn't mean it's for everyone. No, I'm saying there's some people that are pieces of shit that end up making it through life. They get hired to do whatever, and they're successful, and that's just what they got.
But are they happy?
That's not for me to say. They're successful and they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, you got all this money.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've known rich people that were absolutely miserable. They got all the things that you're trying to get, and then never had to work a day in their life. They don't have to go to a job.
Yeah.
They've got all the things, all the money, all the success, own their own company.
Yeah.
And freaking miserable.
I'm not saying money. I was more or less saying people like in drug addicts. Like I'm sure we all know that one drug addict's been doing drugs for years, got a big house, got whatever the fuck he wants, and he just lives life, and he probably is fucking happy being a drug addict. It's not for everyone, but I know drug addicts that are like, they do what the fuck they want. They got money, they own companies, and they get fucking high every day. But
Until they don't.
I mean,
until they get pulled over that one time. Another statistical fact: on a long enough timeline, the house always wins.
Oh, yeah, that's we're talking casino. We're getting off topic. I just meant there's some drug addicts that are gonna be successful. It's not for everyone. I'm not saying support it, but obviously we're.
It sounds like you are saying support.
I'm saying that we're not
Pom-poms in
obviously
the air,
successful
everything.
enough because we're on a fucking show living.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are people, so everyone gets their head watching.
There's plenty of people who haven't got caught yet. Yeah, there's plenty of people making a. Right now, there's a bunch of people. Maybe they got all the drugs and they get high all the time. And they got a bunch of money until they don't.
I was talking about oil riggers. I know a couple oil riggers that get high all day. Been doing it for fucking 60 years.
Until they get like killed in a oil rigging accident because they're high.
I'm not saying it's for everyone. Obviously, it's not for us because we're all in sober living. But I mean, obviously, we gotta recognize that. I'm just saying that there are some people. If we're gonna talk statistics, there are them 1 in 100. Well, obviously, we're not the 1 in fucking 100.
Well, if they're not a drug addict, there's certain people who can drink and don't wind up pissing in your laundry hamper.
Yep.
But God bless them. Let them drink.
It's not for us.
I'm the sort who will piss in your laundry hamper.
That's all I want to get at.
Yeah.
People. I shouldn't use drugs, but alcohol. That's a good point. There's people that drink every day, been doing it until they're fucking 100 years old, had a car.
Well, the brother's not gonna live to be 100.
But, yeah, I mean, we're exaggerating at this point. But,
Yeah, Grandma Kristen.
Yeah.
I mean,
God bless her.
there's definitely some, but it's not for us. That's what we
Yeah.
have to recognize.
If we've worked our first step and come to realize that we are powerless over drugs or alcohol, and our lives had become unmanageable,
Yeah.
all right, that's not what we're talking about here. Or that's not what you're talking about. More accurately. All right. All right. So, forgiveness and understanding are vital for maintaining cooperation. So, this is a lot about step 4 and basically understanding our part in all these resentments and stuff we were caring about. Like, so whether or not, like, choosing whether or not to be retaliatory or reciprocal has a lot to do with whether or not realizing our part in it and whether we're even wronged in the first place or have any reason to feel some sort of way. And if you work your program, you're not going to be mad at anyone or anything. Tit for Tat succeeded because it forgave after retaliation. It gave second chances, allowing relationships to heal and cooperation to resume. Like, and this directly mirrors steps 8 and 9, making amends, and step 11, seeking spiritual guidance. Recovery depends on forgiveness, both offering it and seeking it. So, and that goes back to our step 4, and realizing our part in things and these resentments we're carrying around, as well as if we did wrong, making amends. And not for forgiveness, but because it's the right thing to do. In summary, like so AA steps, the shared principle is cooperation can evolve from complex self-interested parties. That ties back to steps 1 and 12. So we got 1 and 12 down. Surrender, self-interest, working together, reputation, and reciprocity stabilize cooperation. That hits 4 through 9. Honesty, accountability, and mutual aid. Short-term exploitation undermines long-term success. That's 6, 7, and 10. And integrity over impulse. Forgiveness sustains cooperation. That's 8, 9, and 11. And healing relationships and spiritual growth. And literally, the only 2 steps that I couldn't find a correlation for is in the prisoner's dilemma is step 2 and 3. And that's our part in it, because those are in relationship to our higher power. So I can definitely see a reason why it's be hard to emulate higher power in a computer program, stuff that relates to the spiritual and the soul with 1s and 0s. So I can see why that wasn't reflected in this experiment, because 1s and 0s don't have a spirit. However, we do. And if like we've proven that we can't, we shouldn't drive. Like us driving ends all the way bad every time. Might be in the short term, might be in the long term, but it always ends all the way bad. So we need to come to believe that somebody, a better driver than us, can get us where we need to go safely. And the three made a decision to turn our will and our lives over the care of God as we understood Him. We said we need to move over and let our higher power drive. And that's the long and short of it. But man, so I hit that this computer program may not prove all 12 steps, but 10 out of 12. It's not a law. It's not definitive proof, but it is definitely empirical, mathematical, statistical evidence that the program does in fact work. Like that teamwork and cooperation does in fact work. Which is I'm very scientific. I know proof defies faith, but I'd sure like some proof. Because I thought this was a bunch of nonsense when I first heard it. Sound like going to a room and stuff, people chanting like a cult. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This seems weird to me. And not wrong. There's definitely a bunch of weirdos in the room. I'm one of them.
Oh yeah, I am too.
Oh yeah, steadily that.
Back in the day, I kept it.
That ship has sailed, regardless. However, like, that's something we need to be mindful of. Like, that we are all on the same team. Everybody in this house, we are like that little group of nice programs in a much larger group of dick programs. Or not nice programs, nasty programs. And if we all stick together and stay nice and follow these simple, proven rules, this simple program, not only will we continue to succeed or stick around, we will thrive. If we have unity, if we stick together, like based on my research, we will all benefit from it. We will all do far better as a group sticking together than any one of us can do on our own. Because we've all tried doing it on our own. And how did that, I don't know how it ended for you guys. But yeah. So there might be something to it. Like if we could handle things on our own, we'd probably be handling things on our own. If that was a successful model. But it is not. But we gotta, I cannot reiterate enough how important it is for us to stick together. And be positive. Be a nice program. Because if you're gonna be a dick or be negative, yeah. If you don't have anything nice to say, maybe put what's it say, the spiritual axiom? If anything disturbs you, the problem lies with you. If anything bothers you that makes you feel like the need to talk about something negatively, things are as they are. But for it to disturb you, there has to be a problem with you. And right is right. I'm not saying, okay, you just let people be dicks or do shitball stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't have to let it disturb you. And even if you do feel like that's wrong, you can voice your opinion in a possible way, or maybe ask the right question. Somebody, you just got done cleaning the kitchen or the kitchenette, and somebody comes in and puts a big pile of dirty dishes in there. How could you handle it? You could just roll over and clean their dishes. That's one way of doing it.
I don't know.
But that's not what this computer program tells us works. That's not what this program tells us works. What you don't have to get mad about it. You could do it. Just, okay, it's my job. So you clean it and then you go complain about it to everybody who'll listen, and then like make everybody else feel slightly shittier. I don't think that's a method for success. You go like, hey man, I kind of did like you could address it. Hey, if you had just cleaned the kitchen, and as soon as you're finishing up, if I came and piled some dirty dishes into your sink, how would that make you feel? Maybe help them with some empathy, because we got to remember if somebody's doing shitball stuff, that's either ignorance or spiritual sickness. And you can't you get mad at somebody for not being able to read because they're ignorant of the right way to do things. That's kind of crappy. I always say you're gonna get mad at somebody with Alzheimer's for not being able to remember your name. No, because they're sick. They have something wrong with them. It's the same thing. If they're doing shitball stuff, that's because there's something wrong with them. And just because the nature of it is slightly different, it's a physical illness and a spiritual illness. Both illnesses. The cause and the location of the illness doesn't really matter. You recognize, oh man, like there's something wrong with you. If you're being a dick or snapping off on me, and I'm just trying to be nice to you, I'm gonna go, man, oh, I wonder what's wrong. I wonder who hurt them. Wonder if they got a fight with their girlfriend or their hamster died or what's going on with them. Wonder why. What's really going on? I'm not gonna get mad at you. That's what helps me not get mad at you. Recognizing, oh, there's obviously something else going on because we're all on the same team and I'm trying to be nice to you and help you. And if you're coming back with not nice, you could just be a sociopath. It is possible. You could be that one that made it into the top 3. You could be a sociopath. You could be Christian Bale in American Psycho. Great movie. Not a good business model though.
Never
Yeah.
seen it. Is it before the 2000s?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Probably close, if not.
I think it's early 2000, 2002.
I was over
Possibly.
3.
All right. Well, it's an oldie. You should definitely check it out, kid.
2000 exactly.
2000. All right.
You Googled it.
Well, that is technically not before the 2000s.
You're right.
I'm no mathematician, but however, yeah. Yeah.
Just look it up.
Yeah, 2000.
Well,
Google told me.
Google's a bitch.
You're not being a nice person.
April 14th,
Of
2000.
Yeah, where have I heard that before? Oh yeah.
We didn't have
However,
any-
all right. So the point being, if you're doing the next right thing, and you're being a team player, and you run into somebody who's not doing the next right thing and not being a team player, there's one of two things going on. They're either ignorant of what a team looks like, or what being a team player looks like, because they've never seen it before. Like for a long time, I wondered, why do I always have these messed up, toxic relationships? It's because I come from a broken home. I was like molested and abused, and all sorts of horrible things happened, and I've never actually seen what I watched Leave It to Beaver, but I'm pretty sure that was fake. I've never seen what a healthy relationship looks like, so I didn't know how to model it. So I was ignorant of it. Like I had no idea. Why am I always in these toxic relationships? Because I didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. And I literally had to research it. I did a whole class on it. Check it out. It's called non-toxic relationships. It's good stuff. Like it's like, because seriously, I'm like, I did a whole group on toxic relationships. And I'm like, and that's good. It's good to being able to recognize toxic relationships. That's cool for what to avoid. But if I felt I needed to follow it up with non-toxic relationships, so we know what we need to look for. We know what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, but if they're not being a shitball because they're ignorant, or doing shit, or doing, I don't want to say they're being a shitball. They're doing, participating in shitball behavior. If they're not doing it because they're ignorant of it, they're doing it because they're spiritually sick. They're doing it because there's something wrong with them. Somebody, like hurt their feelings, or maybe they got a headache. Maybe they need to poop. Maybe their hamster died. Somebody pissed in their laundry hamper. I definitely understand. That might put your day off wrong, you know? Certainly did it for my friend. The plural. But yeah, there's something else going on. And it's so huge to look for it. Okay, hey man, like, I see you're like kind of aggro right now, and I'm being cool, and you're like still, what's wrong? Do you need a hug? Because I'm offering them for a very reasonable price. You know, like, I got you. Get me in the shower after class.
Yes, sir.
All right. However, but yeah, like there's something wrong, and being able to recognize that. Like there's the whole, I talk a lot about like, okay, especially with new people in the house and even some old people in the house, there's the whole old dog, new dog, or inside dog, outside dog parallel. Like there's two types of dogs. Not three, there's like mad dogs, like that guy, that dick who made it into the top three, should probably be put down. There's nothing you can do for them. They don't.
Still winning.
They put him down.
They made top three. They didn't make number one, and they did it by like screwing over how many people? I wouldn't call that winning.
On average.
They don't know how to be sad or feel bad about things. But also one of the characteristics of a sociopath is they don't know how to be happy
Or remorse.
or remorse.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, they're never sad, cool, but they're also never happy. So I wouldn't call that winning, even if you make it to top three.
No, I wouldn't
So the
either.
best
I
out
take
of it,
everything I
put him
said
down.
back.
Yeah.
Hold it against me, please.
However,
I just wanted everyone to know it's not the top three.
yeah.
I mean, that's
But like if you looked at the larger scale studies,
all the bottom people, all the people.
like that dick program you're talking about, on the ones where the programs could replicate
Yeah.
and create copies of themselves
Ended
that
up being
succeeded,
at the bottom.
it did. That dick did really good for a while until about halfway through, and then straight in the toilet.
Yeah, that was crazy. When they multiplied, it was way different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Because that's a lot closer to the world we live in.
We should watch a video on that. That was cool.
We will someday. I'll send you a link if you guys want to watch that for recovery hours. There's a
I'll send you the link because I know it's in Dovo.
well, I prefer the Veritasium
I
one.
read the book. I got the video. I
Yeah.
know.
I got videos. It's got pictures. You'll like it.
Is
It's
it
just
the
your
big
speed.
man one that's red and green?
No.
You got
See,
pictures.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you, mine's got better production values.
You're right.
But I digress.
Whatever.
All right. But no, absolutely. Like you could totally watch that. If you don't believe me, I'll let you guys watch that video for recovery hour.
I mean, it's just easier to explain because it was cool with the missiles thing. Because then we started what was it called? When did we destroy missiles? What is that called?
De-armament.
We de-armored every time they de-armed some. We de-armed
Yeah.
some, and now we were at like millions of rockets and nukes. And now we're down to like hundreds.
Yeah, just the bare minimum. Just only enough, only as much as we need.
I mean,
Just a
fuck,
tip.
we had
Yeah,
millions of nukes.
Yeah.
It was a
Because
lot.
when we were
No.
being a nasty program, when we're just like, oh, like fuck you. No, fuck you. When we're being like that, more and more nukes. Higher and higher the likelihood that the whole world ends.
Believe it or not, that was tit for tat that they were talking about with all the nukes. But then, like, okay, if we can do it for the better or worse, let's try to do it for the best. You destroy one, I destroy one. At first, it was you make one, I make one.
Well, one of the key qualities of tit for tat is the ability to forgive.
Yes.
Because it started off like, okay, you're gonna be a dick. I'm
They
gonna be
don't
a dick
fuck you over
too.
till you fuck. They don't fuck you over till you get fucked over.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it's that, then it goes tit for tat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And tit for two tats did pretty well too.
That was like, yeah, I see that one.
Yeah.
What about two tits for tat?
We'll talk about that after class.
Okay, in the shower.
Yeah.
Did you have to go
All right. But really, we need to be mindful that we are all on the same team. We need to be mindful of what we're putting into this whole small group of nice programs we got here. Like, we need to make sure we are a net positive. That is something like, I don't have to change the world every day, but I change the world every day.
Yeah.
Like every day, I make my area, the parts of the world I contact, slightly better. Just slightly better. Like, okay, now this toilet's not clogged. Or now there's not a bunch of stuff here. Now the refrigerator works. Now this doorknob's not loose.
You're like a superhero for the apartment.
I'm saving the world one work order at a time. I'm making the world a better place. Even anybody ever talk to me on the phone?
I mean,
How do I say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah, I do that at work too. Like, it doesn't matter what we're talking about on the phone. When it's time to say bye, I'm like, even when we're talking about something horrible, or like, oh man, you got to go unclog these 82 toilets. I'm like, okay, bye. And then you're hanging up the phone, you're smiling. You're like, it went from something horrible. Even when I hang up the phone on you, I'm gonna make your day better. I'm gonna do what I can to make your world a better place. The parts of it I touch, it's not a huge thing, but it made a couple people smile. Just by being a dork and not being humble and not being afraid.
you sent me a picture of golf balls earlier and said I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm at work, I look down, I'm like, he's calling, it's gotta be important, stop. Fucking golf balls, I'm thinking about you.
I was.
Yeah.
I saw balls and I thought of you. Did that make you smile, Trey?
It did. I told my boss he was fucking.
I succeeded.
Yeah, he's like,
I made your world a better place with balls.
I laughed. I mean, he didn't know what the fuck I was laughing at. I thought it was important, boss.
And you're still thinking about it. You're still smiling because I sent you a picture of my balls.
No.
But hey, whatever it takes. It's hard to argue with results.
Did you see the one I sent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what it makes. If that's what it takes to make you smile,
One's a little bigger than the other, but
Yeah.
it's just how. You know,
Yeah. It's the thought that counts.
Oh, buddy.
But for real, like that's my goal every day. Do the next right thing and have a positive impact. Like if that's all, if we don't have to move mountains every day. We don't have to like make this huge difference. This huge difference. The only thing I ask of any of you is try and be a net positive.
Hell yeah.
Trying.
Yeah.
Everyone was walking around here mopey. You know how fucking boring you'd be.
And not to mention like sad and depressing.
Yeah, what?
I like it when people are dumb and retarded and laugh at stupid stuff. Yeah. It's what, like, the stuff that made me think the group was crazy when I first got there. They're like, you guys are acting weird and I am, and I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you guys? And they're like totally happy and laughing at stupid stuff and being weird, inside jokes. Please put your cigarette butts in the
Butt hut.
butt hut. Makes me smile every time. And it's what does that even mean? Okay, it's the butt hut, but why do we say it like that? I don't know, but we do, and it makes me smile every time. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Somebody gets 12 months of consecutive sobriety. A what? A fucking year? That is huge.
When I heard
And-
Brenda said that, holy fuck, she's like, a whole fucking year?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. That's
Yeah, and it made you smile, didn't it?
This old lady's got some, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like you nurse.
Well, it's those little things. It's not a huge thing.
Yeah.
but it makes it slightly better.
Yep.
But if you add up a bunch of like partial fragments of point 2 and 0.7 and all right, well, get close to like talking about no.
Sit down, Jeffrey.
All right, like a bunch of little pieces that are in the positive, even though no one of them's huge, but if we keep making that little positive differences,
Yeah.
it adds up in the long term. Like the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Right.
First step.
Anyone's
That's right.
curious, I found my towel, by the way.
Oh my
Where was
god.
This mystery has been solved.
Ron texted me at work today saying, hey bro, I found your fucking towel.
Yeah.
Always. Always. His-
Yeah.
No one stole my towel. I forgive whoever took it and put it back.
Yeah.
I like
Oh
it
my
in the
God.
bathroom.
Just want to let you guys know I forgive you, whoever it was.
Yeah.
Can I have extra towel? I need one.
Oh, you signed it?
All right. But yeah, I think it's just really important
Yeah.
to be mindful of the impacts we have on everybody. Be a positive impact. You don't have to like give them the old soft shoe or like you don't have to give them hugs in the shower. It helps sometimes.
I mean, might as well.
Don't
Yeah.
stop for the good things.
You know, but like just make sure like even if you're not, I'd prefer you to be like the bigger positive benefit you can be to the house and to this group and the rooms in general, the better.
Hell yeah.
100%, because you're not going to be consistent every day. So you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. You're going to have meh days. Just put that little effort in to make it a net positive. But if you're not,
Oh.
meh. Now that's a different sort of days. That's a different sort of class.
Yeah, sure.
However, like just be part of the solution. That's all I ask.
That's right.
Because if you're not part of the solution, you're.
Part of the problem.
That's right. That's all I got.
Thanks, Doc.
Program works.
Yeah.
And this is empirical evidence.
That must be your